Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. I got so many looks loading into this car at Home Depot, it was unreal. All right, so I think this should be enough wood to finish everything up. Anyways, before today's video gets started, I just wanted to give a huge thank you to you guys. We finally hit 200,000 subscribers. That is unreal. We have been like just hanging in there for the longest time, like right underneath it, but we officially hit 200,000. I just wanted to say thank you guys. I really appreciate it. You guys literally allow me to come here and do this for a living and do what I love as a job, and every day I'm grateful for that. Like every single day I wake up and everybody in the house goes to work and I come here and I couldn't ask for anything else. To celebrate that, I was gonna go do something really stupid outside, but it's like pouring rain today. It's not a good day for it. Instead, what I wanna do is, because you guys give me the ability to do this, I wanna give you guys something. So, next merch drop, we're gonna be having a giveaway. It's gonna be probably near the end of this month. I was planning on doing a giveaway every merch drop already. I wanna start like every merch drop, we do one giveaway to one of you guys that gets lucky. This merch drop coming up, we're gonna do 2 giveaways. One of them is gonna be for hitting 200,000. The other one is gonna be because we're gonna start doing giveaways. So make sure you're following the Committed Crew on Instagram. Make sure you're following me on Instagram so you don't miss any of the upcoming merch drops, any information that you guys need to know. Now let's get going with this. So I just wanna finish a couple things up on this today. I don't want this hanging around being half done. In the last video, I didn't really show you guys this because we didn't actually install them. We bought these little feet that go on the posts. We're just gonna do 1 foot per post, so that's 2 sides, should be plenty. And we got the anchors for it, but I actually forgot to get the right drill bit size. So, drop anchors, drill bit. Let's make sure Post Malone doesn't go anywhere. Always wear a mask before you go into concrete. What happens when you let a car guy build you a loft. Sketchy, but it works. Sometimes you just gotta use the tools that are around. Now this is gonna carry a lot of weight. So this is just the double 2x8 beams. I left the 2x4 because the 2x4 was already screwed into every single one of these cross beams, which is gonna keep them from kind of going side to side at all. It helps them hold their strength. So I left the 2x4 in the middle. The one other thing I wanna do is I wanna get carriage bolts or like some kind of like big bolt that I can throw through this, and essentially it's gonna go, here, actually I can show you guys pretty good from right here. I wanna do something where like right here, there's a big bolt through this, and through this, and comes out on the other side with a nut. That will like 100% just squeeze everything together and hold everything there extremely firm, which is nice. The one piece was a little bowed actually. I didn't realize that when I bought it, but it was a little bit bowed when I was putting it up. I'm not sure if you guys could tell. Now, we should be able to do just an extreme amount of weight up there. Since we're already working underneath the loft, I wanna finish up with one more thing that I wanna do under there. Package that I ordered yesterday just showed up while I was doing a little members live stream. Oh, that was the worst. This is something that I've actually always wanted to try, but never really needed. I have seen so many Instagram ads and just stupid ads for this kind of light. Right away, I'm pretty sure that I ordered the 3000 because I wanted under there to be like kind of nice and cozy, not hella bright. Either way, I've just seen so much about these things. So I ordered one up off Amazon last night. This thing looks like a frickin' spacecraft, dude. What even is this? So it's supposed to, like, these are all separate lights. So in theory, you could hang it like this and have like super spot light down in one place. I'm probably gonna have it more up, maybe like that, and have it kind of just like dispersing everywhere. I don't know. And then I just got one of these because, like I said, I don't know anything about wiring. I did not want to be wiring things up in here. So I got this thing, which is kind of dope. It's like the socket that you would screw a regular light bulb into, but it plugs in to an outlet. So I have an outlet that I'm gonna fire in one of those blank things, and I should just be able to, like, maybe not hang it, but maybe I'll find a little bit of a better way to mount it. But either way, I wanna see this thing. Before we even waste any time, let's plug this guy in and just see. I've seen a lot of things saying that, like, you can replace almost all of my, like, warehouse lights with these guys, and I've always questioned that. Like, oh! That's intense. I don't know why I was looking right at it. That's bright. Wow, I literally can't see. A little bit brighter than what I was wanting. I was wanting to go with something like 3000K, like I said, to keep it warm. What I might do is order the 3000K, and then when it shows up, return this one. But for today, we're gonna hang this one because either way, I want some lighting up here. And I kind of think this thing's cool. It was a really cool idea. I really wanted to try one of these. I think for being on the roof, that would be like an unreal light. In a shop this big, no, but maybe in your garage, if you had like 2, 3 of those, they would work. To be honest, I do think it would look better with like maybe a couple strip lights or something. Sometimes you just gotta try things. Like I said, I kept seeing these things on ads and I was just like, I have to see if they're as good as they say. Anyways, moving on. I ran out of scrubs. Update, I still use this thing. I actually kind of like it. So I made it back. Every single one of these stairs now has this tiny little stud guy, 2 screws and a screw in the top. Way more stable. I did that little bounce test for you guys when I first put in the first one, and it just feels way better. I also put a leftover piece of 2x8. Obviously it doesn't fit perfectly because it was a leftover. Bolted it up here and then put some screws in through the sides just to kind of keep everything nice and snug at the top, a little bit of extra support. And we got the railing. The railing actually lines up like pretty nice. It's got a little bit of about halfway down, but whatever, it's good. For what it is, it's pretty strong. I'm gonna try and find, when Brad brings more of those anchors, probably just gonna put one right here anyways, just because, like, just to hold this from moving side to side. There's actually no physical weight that's gonna be on it. It's just to keep this from moving. So this is tight. It's starting to feel a lot more like an actual loft now that there's a railing. I just wung it. I really didn't know. I had no idea. I just started sending it and it worked. And it makes it look so much more official, it's nice. I think one of the final things to do is just kind of claim this bathroom territory also. The only issue with this, and I've been trying to figure out how to go about this, is like, we made the staircase really narrow so it doesn't interfere with a lot of like the warehouse space, like floor space. But the problem with that is, like, say I'm carrying like a big bin. So say I'm coming up the stairs with a bin, this is just the lid for a bin, but it gives you the idea of the width. We can't put a railing here because I'm gonna hit it. And I'd have to carry the bin. Because of the steepness of the stairs, the bin would have to be like this, which it's not gonna happen. So we're not gonna put a railing, that way you could still walk up like this. And I'm thinking I wanna put a railing on the bathroom because I want it to be, like, feel a little bit safer. But I also don't think it should start until right about here. Because if you're coming up, say like I have my elbows extended for like purpose of, say this was a bigger thing that I'm carrying. Say I'm coming up with this thing and it's bigger. Now there's a railing that starts right there. So right here would be like the transfer point, which would actually be right here. You can even just kind of like dump something right here and then get it from up there if it doesn't get past this railing. So now this is plywood, and then underneath here there's a stud. I'm gonna use these studs because I bought too much because I didn't know how much I needed for under the stairs. And we'll just kind of like frame it a little bit up top. We'll screw this into the roof and then put the railing, because then the railing piece you can put like a screw into the stud and a screw into this stud. Just gives you a little extra. where my head is at. I think I'm just like, I don't normally work with this much I don't normally work with this much wood. I think that just like over the last couple days of us doing this, I just kind of like, for the last hour or so, I just kind of like zoned out and I made a couple mistakes doing the actual framing here. Thankfully, it was framing on the bathroom that I made the mistakes on. But I pretty much got everything dialed in. Basically, once you back screws out of this wood, it really doesn't like it. So you can see right here, I had to adjust something and now there's like this big little gouge. I only show you guys those things just to show you that I make mistakes here. Everybody makes mistakes, it's okay. Either way, the railing is up. It's not as sturdy as this one because this one comes down so far, but it's not bad. Dude, it looks good. That actually looks kind of dope. I like this. This is turning out like really nice. It looks massive from down here now. The little extra railing really just like makes it look like the whole space is one. This is good. For a guy who doesn't handle a lot of wood, I'm doing pretty good with the wood. And it's been a couple hours since I filmed last, but something I just noticed is the echo's cut down a lot. Like over here used to be the worst echo space possible. And I think once we fill the space and we put stuff up top, because right now it's just like a divider, but once we have like shelving and stuff all up there, the echo's gonna be like a lot quieter, which is really, really nice. That it's just gonna dull all like the high echoes that are going on. Anyways, I spent the last couple hours just cleaning everything up. Unfortunately, I'm not getting this done tonight. Like I'm exhausted. Stuff is extremely heavy and doing this all alone all day is just like absolutely wiped me out. Check this out, dude. It's super dark because I just took that light down to get a thumbnail with it. But like this is kind of, you know what? We're gonna have to put the light. For reference on like how good the light is though. This is no light. This is with light. It's actually pretty impressive how much that light does. But like I said, I don't think it's the right light for underneath there. I think it could be cooler with some like strips. Anyway, I have a vision for under here. I just can't complete it today because like I don't have the stuff. So my vision is kind of like, I want to set up under here just to be my little cabinet with like, you know, with my coffee and all my stuff that I just kind of deal with right here. And then I'm thinking we're actually gonna get like a couch right here. If we could put a couch here, just right across, just a little couch, but just have a couch and the TV up on that wall, maybe like a little table in the center, just as like a very small hangout space. It's not necessary, and I said when I got this place I didn't want to have a hangout space. I wanted this to be like a productive shop. But when the girls are here, like the other day the girls were sitting in like chairs just chilling here being cold watching us. It'd be cool if they could just go over there and like watch some TV or watch a YouTube video or do whatever they want over there on a couch. I think that'd be really nice. So I'm gonna do that mainly for them. But this is actually really nice. It gives my desk a little bit more of like an office-y feel. I still have to put all my like photos and stuff back up, but like being over here, it's kind of nice. And then we have that little space, which I do really enjoy. Also, you'll probably be able to see better from under here, but I filled that back gap. So I took some cutoffs and I like notched it out there. I notched it out over there. And then I just completely did it up top. And I've just been cleaning. I know it still looks like an absolute mess, but I have been cleaning. Rear strip goes all the way across. And the only thing we have left to do is basically just put screws running, like see right here. There's only screws around the outside of this. There's no screws in the center, but I don't want to waste my really good wood screws. I want to just get little short ones to go through there. And to be honest, once we start getting some weight and stuff up here, you won't even notice anyways. But this is dope, dude. It's like making this space kind of like my own. Anyway, I just wanted to talk to you guys before I let you go. Where's some good lighting now that we're over here? This makes me look hella white. Something that I encourage you guys to do, make things your own. So when we first moved to BC, I told this on my live stream today. When we first moved to BC, it was our first ever house, right? Like we'd only ever lived with our parents, me and Courtney. And it was the first house that we ever lived in together on our own, and we really made it ours. Like we planted flowers, we planted the Steve version 1, the original palm tree Steve, and we really just like, we did a lot inside that house, and we really made it ours. And we lived there for like a year and a half, and it was like one of the best times of my life. It was simple, everything was great. And then YouTube kind of forced us out of that house, mainly because of garage space and all that kind of stuff. So the house we moved into right away, I told you guys that I knew we weren't gonna be there for long, dude. The lighting over here is just atrocious. I told you guys I knew we weren't gonna be there for long. The neighbor hated us right away, and I was like, this isn't good. She instantly hates us, she instantly wants us gone. We were fighting with her all the time. And we moved in and we painted that house, but it never really felt like it was mine. I always just felt like I didn't really belong there, and looking back at photos, it was a dope house. Like it had such a nice garage out back. It was like it was a really good setup. It just, unfortunately, the timing wasn't right, it didn't line up for us. I never really made that garage mine, and you remember me saying that like in the video where I put shelving up on the wall, I was like, yeah, this is the first thing I've ever done at this house really, and like I didn't enjoy it. And I don't know, I never really felt like it was mine. And then we moved into here. I moved into this space, and I already know I'm moving out of this space. And that's just simply because I know I will be moving within the next year. And that comes down to this little sunshine that I put on here. And in Vancouver, Seattle, Washington, all kind of the same weather. It rains all the time, it's gloomy all the time. And the summers are beautiful. They're West Coast summers. They're dry and nice, and it's like a beautiful scenery around here. But the winters, I'd almost prefer an Ontario winter where it's really snowy and it's cold, but there's sun and you feel like you're going outside when you're going outside. And here it's just like depressing all the time. And a lot of people that grow up here don't even realize it. Like Brad literally doesn't care when it rains, when it doesn't rain. He's like, it doesn't affect me at all. I really struggle with it. And I really, when we first moved here, it was in December. So we moved here and it was already like 3 months into the rainy season. So we didn't really realize that first year how bad it was. And then I was like super gassed up. I was super excited about the summer. And then that first winter that came here was like one of the hardest winters I've ever had. And I thought it was just me. But after this winter, I'm realizing it's not me, it's the circumstances, and I'm just not meant to be in the land of the gray. Like it just isn't for me. And the moral of what I'm trying to say here is that I know I'm leaving this space probably at the end of the year. And at first I was like, there's no point, we're not gonna spend any money on it, we're not gonna do anything in here. We're just gonna come in here and make YouTube videos and leave. There's something about having something that's your own and making it yours. And even if it's just for 8 months, even if I literally only stay here for 8 more months, it was mine for 8 months. And it just makes you feel better inside. Like having this and having my desk here and making it feel like this is my space is incredibly good for just like my mental health. And I recommend you guys do the same kind of thing. And if you're in a place where even though you know you're gonna move, or even though if you're cycling through homes, or you're cycling through whatever you're going through, make them yours for the time you have them. And even though it might be discouraging, it might be hard because you know you're just gonna cycle into something else and you're gonna cycle into something else, enjoy what you have. Because I didn't enjoy the last house and I regret it now because I could have done so much more that I didn't. The warehouse, it's just been like we were kind of busy and whatever, but I just wanna fully send everything in my life and try and make it all as mine as possible and just enjoy it. Because like this, it's so little. When I walk into this space now, I walk into this and this is mine. Like I built this with my hands. Same with all the cars in here. Same with literally everything in here I've built with my hand. And instead of just trying to get by until the next thing and just get by until the next thing, you're wasting time, and you're wasting time that you could be enjoying what you have. Moral of the story, I literally spent all this time on this knowing I might move. And I might not be able to take it with me. I might take it with me, I don't know. But for the next however long I'm here, I'm gonna enjoy the absolute hell out of it. And it's gonna make it feel like mine, and it's gonna be better in the videos because I'm gonna be in a better mood. The videos are gonna feel warmer because you guys know what I'm trying to say. But what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to tell you guys all the time so that you guys can just take my lessons and do it before you have to learn it yourself the hard way. Unless you're like me, in which case you'll just learn it the hard way anyways. So yeah, that's our plans for over here. I think it'd be cool to have just a small little hangout area. I wanna get some kitchen cabinets also. Maybe put them on like that wall in here somewhere, I don't know, just to keep like food and all that kind of stuff. I'm probably just gonna come back tomorrow, organize, finish cleaning, and then we can keep working on the cars. So if you guys are still here, comment banana bread. Why is that what came to my brain? Comment banana bread. Let me know you guys stayed. I love you guys for staying to the end, and I hope that you genuinely take what I say and apply it to your life, because it helps sometimes when you hear other people just telling you to go for it. I'm tired, I'm going home. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out. Stay committed.